gentlemen, in just a few minutes' time, the big race today, here at the Malaha Circuit, Tripoli, this year's Grand Prix is due to commence. The field this year is dominated by the Italians, with Maserati, Bugatti, and of course Alfa Romeo, all heavily represented. Driving for Maserati is Sir Henry Birkin, now a familiar face in the Italian cars, following his mixed fortunes with Bentley.
Why do you insist on going on when we've all had the sense to stop? Why won't you face facts? You're racing cars you've no love for. Where's the glory in that? Risking your life again and again, and for what?
Tim Birkin was the most controversial driver of his era. He was my schoolboy hero. Utterly fearless in his quest for speed, he became the most celebrated of the infamous Bentley boys, those daredevil sophisticates who delighted in risking all for king, country, and Bentley motorcars. I was lucky enough to spend 3 extraordinary weeks with Birkin just after I left Winchester, when at a chance meeting I told him I was an aspiring writer. To my absolute delight, he offered me a job, on the spot, to write his autobiography. It was the most exciting moment of my life.
If I make the Norfolk border within the hour, I usually reward myself with bacon and eggs.
An hour?
If I fail, then naturally I deny myself any breakfast whatsoever. I return immediately to town.
1 hour from Mayfair to Norfolk?
How do you like your eggs, Byrne? Best place to learn in the cockpit. Let the engine speak to you. Become one with the car. See, the car really will drive itself. You can steer it with the throttle. Control and precision. Nerve hardly comes into it. I like mine well scrambled, by the way. Plenty of pepper. Here we are. Come on, Byrne. Breakfast. Norfolk has everything one could possibly wish for. Geese, duck, pheasant, partridge, snipe, woodcock. You shoot?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
What? How old did you say you were?
19.
Done this sort of thing before?
No, I had a scholarship to Oxford, but I chucked it for this.
The thing is, Byrne, writing is not my forte, so I'm relying on you completely. As far as I'm concerned, you are totally in control of the whole thing. You just tell me what to do at every stage. Is that all right with you?
Yes, sir.
How many words in a book, Byrne?
Well, it depends. I mean, I suppose about 50,000.
Oh, well, we've got 3 weeks, so that's 16,666 words a week. So what's that per day? Well, call it 2,500, including Sundays. A pity about that. Good fishing day. Still, can't be helped. Got to get the thing out by Christmas or we won't make a penny and we can't have that. So, I talk and you write, is that it?
Well, yes.
Jolly good. Right, well, I'll sit here, shall I? All the time? I mean, how much do you want me to be here?
All the time, really, sir.
Jolly good. So, title. Now, very important, that, isn't it? Title.
We could leave it open for now.
You see, I'd thought of driving force. Driving force. Driving force. Driving force. No, Sounds a bit dull. What about spinning wheels? Now that is interesting, in fact, because that combines a sense of speed with a glancing allusion to the family lace business. No, it could be a bit confusing, though, do you think? What about Racing Demon? Yes, that seems to capture the spirit of the thing. You're not going to write anything down, Bern? Well, up to you, of course. You're the expert. Right, let's make a start. A dedication to all schoolboys. Never forget your public, Bern. So, all set?
Yes, Sir Henry.
Oh, Tim. Tim, call me Tim. Everyone does.
Well, yes, I was going to ask you about that. Why are you called Tim?
Ah, well, that was Ida's idea. My sister, Ida. She named me after Tiger Tim, you know, in the comic book. Here she is. Amazing girl. She had such style. Built a speedboat, you know, which she raced on Lake Geneva. She had to go there for her health. She had TB, you see. Killed her eventually. After that, I had her brought back to Norfolk. She's still here somewhere.
Your sister?
The boat. And that's my younger brother, Archie. And that's my older brother, Thomas. He didn't survive the war. So many didn't, Bern. I was one of the lucky ones.
You were a pilot, weren't you?
Yes, flew Sopwiths. Still do occasionally. Of course, for your generation, memories of the war must be vague. But when I was your age, I'd known nothing else. And the prospect of a future life confined by the four walls of an office seemed awfully dull. But I was lucky. I had money. And I was able to seek an occupation which brought with it the same excitement as war, with the same chance of unexpected disaster, the same need for perfect nerves, and the same exhilaration of living in the shadow of death. Sorry, does that shock you, Ben?
No, sir. Tim.
I make no excuses. Death is no stranger to me. I've seen many great drivers, good friends, lose their lives on the racetrack. I know the risks I face.
So when was your first race, sir, Tim?
Ah, that was at Brooklands in 1921, with Archie, my brother. God, it was fun.
Did you see how far the car was flung over to the right on that last hump, right across the track? But we used it, you see, we used it in the overtaking. Marvellous. Must have flown for fully 40 feet. Ah.
Damn fine race, gentlemen. Damn fine, seeing that you're novices, Mr.
Captain Birkin, known as Tim. This is my brother, Archibald.
Known as Archie.
Dangerous weakness, then. Playing to the gallery. You should learn from these gentlemen. Do everything by the book. What do you call this, anyway?
It's American, actually. Dodge Brothers. The back's mahogany. Clinker built. We did it ourselves.
Quite. Damn fine racer. Good day to you, Captain Birkin, Mr. Birkin.
I'm a great admirer of your engines, sir. We flew them during the war.
Whose engine? Who was that?
That's was W.O.
Bentley? W.O. Bentley?
I remember that day so clearly. And from then on, I had but one ambition: to race Bentleys for Britain. As things turned out, I had to wait rather a long time.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Yes,
Very
good
nice
night,
to meet you
Birkin.
indeed. Good night.
Good night.
My God.
She's Sir Thomas Latham's daughter. Her brother's in the year below me.
What a stunner.
Rather.
Bit frisky in the handling, I should imagine, but an elegant body. Wish your brother luck. Hello. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Audrey Latham. You're Henry Birkin, aren't you?
Tim, please. Fancy a spin?
You could open them now, Mrs. Birkin. Blakeney.
Charming, darling.
Been coming here since I was a boy. Isn't it peaceful? We'll stare at the sea and do blessed nothing at all. Marvelous. No relations, no receptions, no photographers.
And no more racing cars. Promise. I've only just become a bride. I've no intention of becoming a widow.
I promise. How much are you prepared to wager?
So that him lands through that half door, that's never possible.
A shilling. To drop a mallard over the top half of that door, a shilling.
Put the other gun, snubber, you clock. Come on! Call it half a crown, shall we? Good morning, darling. We didn't wake you, did we? Gentlemen, allow me to present my wife. We're off fishing now, darling. Why not join us?
You know, I don't think she ever really took to Norfolk. She preferred London. And as luck would have it, we found a flat in Mayfair. All the Bentley boys lived in Mayfair at the time. It was known as Bentley Corner.
I've had far too many of those
Assembly will come to order. Silence for the headmaster.
All right, okay. It's not my greatest strength, public speaking, as you know. But we are here tonight at Captain Birkin's very hospitable invitation to celebrate a great Bentley victory. Victory! A win at Le Mans. That That's the best advertisement I could ask for. They know a thing or two, these Continentals.
Froggies?
No. They've got the technology and they're gaining the expertise, but thanks to Mr. Davies. And Dr. Benjafield. I think we have proved we are the best there is. Just a pity that Captain Birkin couldn't have been a part of it. Well,
you got scared.
Well done, all of you. I'd like to wish you all a very good night.
Good night. 3 cheers for the headmaster. Yep. Hooray! Yep. Hooray! Yep. Hooray!
Thank you, and good night. Good night. It's been another excellent evening. Thank you, Tim.
Well?
Mrs. Birkin, when are you going to get this idle husband of yours back onto the racetrack?
I'll see you out, Mr. Bentley.
Lucky for you I'm not racing, or you'd all have to be content with second place.
Well, we'll never find that out, will we? Not while your wife's in the driving seat.
Would you please excuse us for a moment, gentlemen?
It was only in jest.
Go easy on him, Audrey, old girl.
Oh, shut up, you stupid little boy! I'm leaving. And I'm taking the children to my parents. You might remember to instruct Nanny to come on tomorrow morning with the luggage.
Audrey, I do most earnestly apologize.
I really don't see that it's a matter for apology. We both made a fearful mistake, that's all. Now, if you please let go of me.
Darling, please. I'll do whatever makes you happy.
I believe you honestly think you could.
But, darling, I do love you. All of you.
Of course you love me. Love us. But there'll always be something you love more. I won't be squeezed in after your cars, your friends, your guns, even your damn ducks.
Audrey! Still, can't be good at everything.
Good God, man, you can't possibly be writing any of that down.
Sorry? I thought that it was important.
No. Last thing anyone will have the slightest interest in.
But we have to tell people why he didn't race for 6 years. Shall I just put for personal reasons?
I'd really rather you didn't. Business reasons? Well, whatever. The point was that I had rather a lot of catching up to do.
4.5-litre Bentley and inspired means of driving, giving Bentley the team prize in this closely fought 6-hour race. Fastest lap time went to Frank Clement and Captain Bernardo in the number 4.
Tim, for Christ's sake! Back there, you bloody little bit for us. I mean, surely... Put your luck out, so you have to. That's what being first is all about. Babe! How about that?
I blame myself. I do blame myself for that.
How was he killed?
At the TT races on the Isle of Man. Motorcycles. Far too dangerous. Madness. He pushed his luck all right. He just pushed it too far.
Dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life, through our Lord Jesus Christ, who shall change our vile body, that it may be like unto his glorious body, according to the mighty working, whereby he is able to subdue all things to himself.
Tim, I'm sorry. It's a very bad business. You'll be stopping for a while now, will you, I suppose?
Archie wouldn't have wanted that.
Well, in that case, Tim.
No, 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 you will not. You cannot. You're all I have left now, Tim. I don't want to lose you too. Join me here. Help build something worthwhile instead of racing round in circles. This business has served the Birkins well. There's a grand future for you here. Can you not see the excitement in lace? You're 31 years old. It's time you settled down. Got this nonsense out of your system and faced up to your responsibilities.
I'm sorry, Father.
The French town of Le Mans once again plays host to the world-famous 24-hour endurance race. The Bentley boys are out in force, determined to repeat their win of last year. Each car has two driver mechanics who will take turns to race at maximum speeds round these 10 miles of closed roads. Captain Tim Birkin, the latest addition to the Bentley team, drives his first Le Mans with veteran French racer Jean Chassin as his co-driver. It is the ultimate test of skill and stamina.
We were driving absolutely hell for leather. I could tell that this race was going to knock all the records for 6, and the car was running beautifully. We were stripped down to our lightest weights. WO had told us to jettison everything, even wheel jacks. Trimming the fat, he called it. Babe and I were both getting lap records, but I was out in front.
laps in, I was still out in front, approaching the top of the hill just after Pont-Lieu at about 105. I felt that nothing could stop me, when suddenly my rear wheel ran over a blasted horseshoe nail. Before I could pull up, the tyre disintegrated and jammed between the wheel and the brake drum. It became hopelessly locked, stranding me more than 6 miles from the pits. And although the crowd were keen to assist me, to have accepted their help would have meant instant disqualification. Every second that went by was putting me further behind. Look, just no. Keep away, for goodness sake. Keep away. Please leave the car alone. Do you know what this is? This is sharp, all right? Yes, thank you very much. Oh, yes, thank you, French people. Look, just get away from the car. Bloody alley, all right? Just bugger off, the lot of you.
How long has he been out now, Billy?
Hour and a half, sir. I don't think we'll be seeing him back.
Or for the sake of a few ounces.
Those few ounces are making all the difference to Bernardo and the others.
My body was shaken. Then suddenly, 3 miles from the pits, the wheel rim collapsed. I had to get back to the pits, you see. I needed that wheel jack. I knew I didn't stand a chance of winning, but if I didn't complete the distance, I'd be disqualified from entering the following year.
Come on, you've got plenty in there. You're on 2 minutes now, mate.
Get in there, no pressure. Keep it tight. 4,000 on the left side. No.
And now, Captain Birkin has arrived back into the pit on foot.
How far out are you?
Maintenant, c'est à moi.
Right.
Chassan will go and get the car back, and then we'll see what's what. It's not over yet.
How far behind?
More than 3 hours. Chassan ran the whole way. He changed the wheel, and when he came back to the pits for a spare, the whole crowd rose to cheer him. By now, of course, it was 8 o'clock at night, and we'd lost 3 hours. From being first, we were now miles behind the last. But when it was again my turn to take the wheel, I was determined to prove them wrong.
Are you sure these times are right, Billy? Bernardo's there then, but Birkin won't quite make it.
We'll have to beat the lap record again. Not the easiest thing to do after 20 hours driving. Still, sir, it's not over yet, is it?
Yes?
Telegram, Mr. Stanley. Bad news, sir.
Yes. He's qualified for next year.
Not only had Tim qualified, he had succeeded in coming 5th, and his future among the Bentley boys seemed assured.